What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Nocturnal. I know spring break is once upon us again, and people will be flocking to the shores of Miami and Ocean Drive. So here I'm going to give you my first installment of tips, and I'm going to be talking about where you should stay in Miami, where you want to stay, where you shouldn't stay, and if you're wild enough, where you definitely want to be. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, but let's get into it. So first, let's talk about where you want to stay. If you are a madman and you're just here for the absolute best time, regardless of money, you might not have the money to go to these top clubs because it can get a little expensive, this is what you can do. You're going to want to stay in walking distance of Ocean Drive. It's probably a 1 to 2 mile radius, even 2 miles. Well, you're walking 2 miles, so unless you're used to walking 2 miles, I'm not. I would really say like a mile to 1.5 mile radius of where you want to be. It's right near that strip, like a Vegas strip, but it's the Ocean Drive strip. You have seen it on your feed. You're seeing it right here. It is just where a whole bunch of people congregate to. Things get lit there. Things go down there. You will see everything and nothing. Make sure you guys are on your P's and Q's and be safe because there are some wild ass people down there as well.
Over, baby! Fuck yeah!
But this is the place you want to be at. This is where you're going to see twerking on cars. This is where you're going to see all the ratchet shit that you're seeing on Twitter. You may see a lot of vulgar things, things you might not be used to seeing depending on where you're from. I know that there was some memes circulating, a girl giving head in her car to a random dude who was just walking. As you can see right here, things just go down here. It is just absolute mayhem. It is craziness. If you are here for that, if you are like young and in college and you just want to experience something, well, this is probably where you should stay. And it's a little bit cheaper because you don't have to spend any money on Ubers because you're walking. So if you have a little more money, a little more class, or you just don't want to be engulfed in the trenches of the fire and the mayhem that's going down there, but you still want to party and turn up for spring break, well, you're going to want to stay a little bit on the outskirts. And when I say the outskirts, I don't mean like Brickell, and I don't mean like Wynwood, way too far away. We're going to talk about like stay up on Collins, maybe closer to like the Fontaine Blues, stay at maybe like the Kimptons or the One Hotel, you know, things like that, the good time hotels. And this is going to give you your reprieve from the mayhem that's down there. You're not totally engulfed in it while you're still able to have a great time. Now you ask, why will you be able to have a great time? Well, because it is still like a community. These big hotels still have like enough people there. People are still going to those hotels with meeting people in mind. They still want to be around people. Fontaine Blue, for instance, is massive. They have a big pool, and at the back of the pool, they have like a beach bar or a pool bar. Excuse me with that. But it's like a congregation of people. People just show up there. I know when I went there once for a spring break, I met a whole bunch of people from TCU. Okay, and it was like, I think they were about 30 deep. I was like, sheesh, I didn't know TCU was on the map like that. But that is what you can find happen at the like these big hotels that have a little more class. The SLS is as well. As you know, SLS has that pool party, reviewed that as well. They also have a hotel, and they have a pool that is separate from the hotel, which people congregate to as well. And it's a little farther up, so you're not directly on Ocean Drive, but you can still in walking distance of many things. But you can still have the reprieve from everything that is going down there. Now my final category, where you don't want to stay. If you're planning a party in Miami Beach and be on the beach and all that good stuff, you do not want to stay in Brickell or Wynwood. I know that the hotel prices or Airbnb prices in Brickell are going to reflect like, wow, this is really cheap. We should do this. We should do this. However, do not do this. You will get killed on the back end. A little bit like Runner Center where it's cheaper to get a couch right now, but then later on, you end up like, damn, I should have just bought it outright. Very similar. You will get killed in Uber prices. I made this mistake once. I stayed in Brickell. Me and my boys got hit with, I think, $1,200 in Uber fees for like the 5 days that we were down there. It is just too much money when you get hit with surge. You're across the bridge, so sometimes you have traffic. They do have a rush hour. Your Uber bills can get quickly to $80 a trip back and forth. Now you may be saying, okay, well that's $1,200 divided by what, 4 people or 3 people, how big your party is? You might be like, that's only $300-400 a person. Or you could just take that extra money and get a better spot that is closer. You will have more fun. You won't waste time traveling. It'll be easy to bring people back if you're a guy, and if you're a girl, Convenience is usually key for girls. They usually love convenience. This is what I would recommend for you guys to do. If you guys want to party in Wynwood, maybe go to like a Pilos or a Racket, then maybe stay in Wynwood isn't too bad. But I would not go anywhere past Biscayne. And even that's a little bit pushing for me because you're just a little too far out. And especially for men, if you're trying to get a girl back, she's going to hear distance to be like 20 minutes away. She's like, oh, nah. So if you're here on a mission, you're going to want to be a whole lot closer. It's a whole lot easier. Maybe like a Metropole type hotel, like something in that vicinity. It is going to pay wonders because you're just going to be able to walk places, and that level of convenience is unmatched. I promise you. So this is my first installment for my spring break series. Probably going to be maybe 3 or 4 videos. So make sure you guys look out for them. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And my name is Mr. Nocturnal. And until next time,